APN, it's Wednesday. I just got home from work and it's very cold in the house and I'm making toast because I'm hungry. Toast is the best. So I plopped you up on my blender and we're going to talk about Stan Lee. So I did not read comic books growing up. I read the funny pages in the newspaper. Luann was my favorite, as was Mutt's. And that was kind of my first foray into comics. Not really what you'd think when you think of Stan Lee. And I just never ever read them. When Iron Man came out, my now husband was like, we have to go see it. And I was like, I don't understand what this is about, but okay. And I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing. So that was kind of my first experience with anything Stan Lee. Obviously, I had watched Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. They were okay. I didn't even know who Stan Lee was for those. It was just, that was Spider-Man. Everybody knows who Spider-Man is, and these are Spider-Man movies. And it never all really clicked for me until MCU sort of happened. I'm gonna get a plate for my toasty. By the way, guys, you can get this at Trader Joe's now if you're in the US. Yoko's vegan cultured butter is the best butter right now on the market. I love it so much. Tastes better than regular butter. Trust me. Y'all gotta try this. So Iron Man was the first thing I watched. And since then, this was, it came out in 2007 or 8. Jesse and I started dating in 2007. So we had calculated when the last Avengers came out that we had, that MCU had been alive as long as our relationship. It's pretty funny. So we kind of tracked that, those movies by how long we were together at the time. So I'll be like, no, we saw the first Thor for my birthday because I was really excited because Chris Hemsworth was so hot and it came out in November, so I remember that. I don't really have much to say about Stan Lee other than that I appreciate what he's created, and I've heard some things about him not giving full credit to other people who have created it with him. Obviously he's like the mastermind behind it all, but he's a bit of an egomaniac from what it kind of sounded like when I was reading online. Does that diminish his contributions to people and kids who love comic books, who grew up with the comic books, who love the universe? No, it's amazing. He's amazing. He's a genius. So, egomaniac or not, thank you, Stan Lee, for all that you do, and for allowing me to remember how many years I have been together with someone based off of MCU. Much appreciated. My least favorite MCU movie is probably Thor 2. Whew. And my favorite is Thor Ragnarok, so it's kind of a weird thing. Also Iron Man 3 was awful. But let me know. My question for you guys is, what's your least favorite MCU movie? My area pleasure this week was finally purchasing Mario Party for the Switch, and I've been playing it and it's awesome, and I cannot wait for the flipping amazing Super Smash Brothers. It's gonna be amazing, and that's all I have, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Bye. I eat this toast.